What's up, guys? I just want to give a quick update on where we stand with the van. It's September and we're planning on leaving mid-October-ish, so we're kind of getting down to the wire. It's starting to get a little stressful, but it's coming along slowly but surely. Pretty much since you last saw this thing, we got our swivel seat hooked up. This thing's pretty fun, pretty entertaining. We got our little companion over here. I don't know if you're a fan of the Fallout games, but Jade and I are. But anyways, on to like real stuff. We got this little cabinet built out. Basically, we have this little plug right here for shore power, and our fridge is tucked underneath here. If you want to figure out how to make this little slider rail system, there's a link right here. You can check it out. But the only modifications I've done to it since then, I painted it black just to make it look a little more stealth. And the rails weren't quite as strong as I thought they were as far as holding itself in place, so I just put a little pin right here. So you just pull that out, slide the whole thing out, open it up, get all your stuff. And as far as wiring goes back here, there's just a little 12-volt cigarette lighter plug, and then there's the plug for the fridge. And that just goes in there, and I had these little, I don't know what they are, little wire holder pieces, but they really didn't hold up. So I'm gonna redo that, but basically that's how that's wired in there, so I didn't have to cut the wire in case we wanna move it or put it in something else, or you never know. I didn't hardwire it. So yeah, it just slides in place. And this is supposed to be connected to that. So that's all supposed to be tucked under there, but don't worry about that right now. Put our little pin back. So that's the fridge. Here's our countertop. I stained it with just like, I think it's just called ebony, just super dark. I think it looks really cool. It's kind of hard to tell right now because it's kind of a cloudy day. But that's it. And then I recessed some little holes and took some old 9mm casings from my handgun and put them in the side just to spruce it up a little bit. So just looking at that, the ugly little plywood press lines, get a little bit of that. I don't know, I think it's a cool look. Moving over to the side, we have our little power switch. We have some USBs and just another little cigarette lighter. I think we're at, what are we, 13.7. That's not too bad for the cloudy week we've been having. And if you want to open up the inside, this is our little command center that we have right now, the heart of everything. We have one 100 amp hour Renogy AGM battery, and then we have the little, I think it was the Wanderer solar controller. It's doing all right so far. That is directly wired to the battery, and then all the other accessories like this whole fuse panel or fuse block or whatever you want to call it is wired up through this big kill switch up here. So you can just turn this knob and cut all that stuff off if you want to work on something or add something. We have a little ground block up here that's just grounded into the little side rail, and then it's grounded into the frame. And there's actual multiple ground points all going to the body. It's still not done being wired up. I need to wire in the power inverter, and that big red, I think it's like a three gauge wire that's running up here to this other kill switch, which is then gonna go up to the main starter battery, so I can jump the starter battery with this battery if need be, and vice versa. I also sticker bombed these because, you know, you got to, a pile of stickers. But yeah, so that's our little cabinet that we got. Back here, nothing's really changed too much. We got these soundproofing stuff, kind of half-assed on those. And same with this one. Got a fire extinguisher because of all my wiring in there. I don't know. And yeah, so that's pretty much the inside. Move into the outside of the van. I think since last time you guys saw it, we have our shameless self-promotion right on the back window. It's really cool because on our way to the UP this last weekend, there was a couple people in traffic because there's a big line to get over the bridge. And they actually sent us direct messages, and they were like, hey, you know, we saw your van and we think it's cool, and good luck on your trip. So that was neat. Pretty much we're up on top of the ladder rack now. I got this thing for $150 off Craigslist. It was all kind of rusted out and it was this ugly green color, but I'd sanded it down and rattle canned it with some black bed liner. It's holding up all right. We got our solar panels bolted to it. Got a little shovel on this little quick grip thing. Just undo these little tallies. It's worked out pretty well. You know, digging fire pits and bathrooms and whatnot. But oh yeah, I put this. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. I ran like grip tape on the top of these, since your feet are so spaced out, to get nice so you don't slip and whatever fall off the top of up here. It's a little ways down. And then this caution tape, I just put it on there to remind myself not to stack anything over the top of this, because that's where our little vent opens up for our fantastic fan. This is just a box of camping gear that we haven't taken down yet. It's still up there. We have these cool little side lights that I put in, like little perimeter lights. You can rotate them. They're super bright, and they're hooked up to that little switch panel that we made right up here. So this is this one. Oh, and then we got the this one's for the right side. But yeah, so those are pretty cool. The wiring's just right now, it's just zip tied up here, and then it runs down through here. And then I ran it behind this little panel, down behind the brake light, down here, and then in through a little grommet underneath, right there. And that comes into the inside and tucks under and behind the wheel well and into our little power box. But yeah, so we got that. Got those on both sides. We have this ARB awning. It's super nice. It just rolls out really easy. It's quick to set up, and it's pretty durable from what we've experienced with it so far. Yeah, and I think that's about all we've done since the last update. The bumper is like a third of it has been plasti dipped just to see. I think I'm gonna paint it black because I'm a big fan of black. I like black over chrome, but obviously plasti dip on the bumper is not the best idea. I just did that to see how it would look, but I'm gonna paint it with something a little more, peel that off and paint it with something a little more durable, and then maybe black out the chrome on the grill too. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's sort of where we stand right now. So this was just a quick update. on how the van sits as of right now. There's still quite a bit to do. We have to build out the bed, get that all situated, figure out storage, figure out everything. And then we need to finish out the insides, you know, cover up all this stuff, make it look nice, and finish these window insulation things. So yeah, that's where we stand. I hope you'll follow along with us. I'm super excited for us to, I don't know, it's getting down there. But yeah, you can check out our Instagram. Please subscribe and click over here somewhere for another video. So stay tuned for more.